Is this a sign from above? I've been so cautious when it comes to love. This feels like more than a crush. I'll straight up say you're the only future I see. Just want you for myself. You don't need nobody else. You can call me greedy, but with you I can't help it. Maybe you just got that touch. Make a bitch wanna fall in love. My head is spinning, no control. I'm gone, yeah, yeah. Don't give your heart away tonight. Just save it all for me, baby. Don't waste your time with anyone else. I'd hate to show you real crazy. La 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 la, la la la. Maybe I'm doing too much. My mind gets heavy when you don't pick up. I need to work on my trust, but real love don't come around so easily. Just want you for myself. You don't need nobody else. You can call me greedy, but with you I can't help it. Maybe you just got that touch. Make a bitch wanna fall in love. My head is spinning, no control. I'm gone, yeah, yeah. Don't give your heart away tonight. Just save it all for me, baby. Don't waste your time with anyone else. I'd hate to show you real crazy.
Hello, 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 hello. How is everyone today? How is everyone today? I finally have my buttons set up again. So that means I no longer need to like press like 6 million things with my mouse. I can just press on the stream deck and just, you know, things happen, which is nice. I could have done that like on the first day that I had this new PC, but I'm kind of bad at managing myself. I'm great at managing projects and managing teams, but managing myself is a whole different challenge. So, yeah, that's great stuff. I hope everyone's doing well. Today we are going to do some development in Unreal Engine 5.1, like we have been doing on our zombie survival stealth game that we're making. For those that are new here, allow me to pull up the pitch so you kind of have an idea on what we're working on here. Specifically today, we're going to work on more zombie AI and zombie animations, which should be cool. And I hope to fix the doors. And yeah, that is a whole separate challenge that we'll get into in a second. But if I press this button, then there we go. All right. So we initially like came up with this basically just, yeah, it's a zombie survival. Sound plays a big aspect, and you know, ultimately we want to get to a point where it's kind of like a weird mixture between The Last of Us and Viscera Cleanup Detail and Power Wash Simulator, with movement inspired by Mirror's Edge and Dying Light, right? That's kind of the idea. That was some other stuff we did. And then specifically, the stuff that we're kind of like taking from each of these references, because we're not taking everything, because that'd be insane. The stuff we're taking from Viscera Cleanup Detail and Power Wash is the gore and the systematic cleaning, right? Like those two aspects we like, and you know, we want to take that into this game. For The Last of Us, 10 stealth scenarios, limited resources, sound-focused enemies, stuff like that. And then for movement, it is free for movement in all directions and multiple moves that can interact with combat. That's kind of the idea. And then as design pillars, we came up with all player actions should have consequences. Players should actively consider the consequences of every action, right? Those two things are separate. And players are always left wondering about what happened, right? And that could be in a narrative context, it could be in a gameplay context, it can be a lot of things. So really have some stuff set up. And I've been working on stuff as well on the side, and I'll show you guys what I've been working on. So, yeah, something won't work, because I was in the middle of fixing it. Actually, let's do it from this side. If I press E, and then I can kind of like peek, you know, you can see the FOV changing, you can see the rotation changing, and I can open and close the door by using the mouse forward and mouse backward, right? That's kind of what I'm doing here. So it's completely player-controlled movement, which is great. When I do this from the other side, and this is where currently the doors are broken, I can still open and close the door in the right direction, which is great. But if I then start peeking, it seems to do everything alright. So, right, there's no problem there. But then if I were to walk away, then I lose all mouse input for some reason. And like, you know, like I'm still like rotating and unrotating and stuff like that. It's really strange. So I think I actually just figured out what the solution would be, but you know, separate thing. Then something else I've been working on, which actually I should change something for. I should change a variable for. And I personally love that this worked as quick as it did. So if I go to gameplay states and I set the default to attack, right, because that's the other gameplay state that we have, which means I can sprint around, right, which is cool. But when I'm sprinting around and I come across a closed door, I don't want to peek through it and, you know, get stuck if there's like a horde of zombies chasing after me, right? So if we take a little bit of distance here, when I'm running, I want to get through the door, and I want to go through this door, and that door, and then I want to go backwards around, and I want to go through these other doors, and I want to just bash through them. Now, if you can imagine, if you have a little bit of imagination in you, also that's a cool view. If you have a little bit of imagination inside of your head, then you can imagine how cool that will be when you add some sound effects, when you add a little bit of like a like an FOV change, when you like bash through the door, like a little shock, like a little bit of screen shake maybe. You know, I really like this feature a lot. I'm super happy with the result. Yeah, I'm super happy with it. So yeah, I think it's really cool. So that's something that I also did over the past week or so. Okay, so to fix this door problem, I think I already know what it is. I think I just figured it out. I think I don't reset the I don't think I reset the mapping context when I go backwards to the door. Yeah. Basically, when I end overlap on the front door trigger, I do a whole bunch of stuff, right? Like setting the door interaction mapping context and resetting the camera FOV and rotation and stuff like that. I'm not doing this on the backward one, which is a little stupid. So we're gonna go do that, which is really simple actually. We can just take this whole thing, copy it down here, select the back door open trigger zone, and click end overlap. What? Where has stuff just gone? Oh, I'm in the wrong place. I'm in the wrong graph. There we go. For some reason, I put it in the wrong graph. There we go, like that. The other actor, hashtag player. Now I believe functionality to happen when the player leaves the trigger zone. Yeah. And actually I want to add something else as well, which is just to make sure that we don't unnecessarily call functions that don't need to be called, basically. So we'll do this, plug that in there, plug this in here, and just reformat that, and then we'll do that again for here as well. Plug this one in there, this one in here, and then boom. And then we might have to, nope, okay, that works perfectly fine. Cool, perfect. Now that should mean that if I now try to open this thing up from the other side, oh, hang on, I should have an easier way to set this, but I don't right now. I can make it though. Gameplay state into sneaking, please. What I am gonna do now that I'm thinking about it, I can just go into inputs, and I just create an input action mapping, which would be change Well, I should make it a debug one. Debug, change, gameplay, just 8. And then inside of my master input mapping context, I can add an extra one, which is the debug one, which is bound to B. Cool. And then I just gotta put that inside of the player control player character, which is inside of the input graph. Where am I gonna put this? This, oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, that's something else I still need to show you guys. I completely forgot about this. Debug. Oh, hang on. This one, please. And then grab this. Set gameplay state. Actually, what am I? Oh, no, I actually need to do this, actually. Okay. Oopsie. And then I can just flip-flop it. Flippy-floppy. So, first flip is to attack mode, because it'll always default start in sneak mode. At least if I set this right. Yes, I have. Cool. Cool. Now if I go here, yep, this works. We're peeking, which is great. And I have control again, which is great. And if I now press B, then I can not bash through things. Oh, because I'm not pulling it off of started, I'm pulling it off of triggered. Oops. So yes, peeking, which is great, awesome. I don't know what just happened, but it is a cool bug. Anyway, if I now press tab, oh, that's still, oh, sorry, not tab, B, sorry. There we go, yeah, B worked now. That still doesn't work for some reason, but we'll find out why. Oh, because you're setting both to attack. No, that's not it. Well, that is also a problem, but there we go, that is now fixed. Let's color this as something else, as yellow. Debug, gameplay, states, and please show a bubble. Okay, cool. We might actually want to put this into a separate graph, maybe even. Debug, input, graph, just to keep it nice and organized for where all our debug stuff is going. Okay. Now let's go fix the other issues with that door, because I believe I've overcomplicated some of these things. I need to go through these steps again, because what I really need, right? What I really need, I need to let's open up a notepad. Check if player is colliding. Check if door can be opened. Fuck's sake. Spam bots, have fun. Right, and off you go, good sir. You are now banned. Cool. Very awesome. Okay, anyway, check if door can be opened. Set the direction the player is coming in from. Trigger right direction for the door to be opened. But in between there is set a reference to this particular door in the player character. If we do all these steps, this should work. This is only when we. This is actually only if we. On entering the collision box, like that. On exiting the collision box, check if it is player. Reset the FOV and camera rotation in the player character, and then where's my phone gone? Sometimes you're like, you get that little heart attack where you're like, where is it? But no, it was right here all along. It was right next to me. Reset the FOV and camera rotation in the player character. And what else? Nothing else, right? Oh, well, yeah. Reset the mapping context. I think that's it. So if we stick to those steps, and this is just to begin play, which will make red. Okay, so on entering, check if the player is colliding. Yes, we do that. Check if the door can be opened. Yeah, so when door is not fully opened, when both of those things are true, set the direction the player is coming in from, which we do, which is from the front in this case. Set a reference to this particular door in the player character. Okay, this is where something's going wrong. Okay. Well, not wrong, but this is where we have kind of like messed up the setup, right? That's kind of the thing, right? So we get the current door rotation here. Right, because, yeah, we're determining based on this. Yeah. Because we don't need to set our door when we are bashing through it. It's just not necessary. Because we don't interact with the door anymore after that. Why is can open door being set all the way back here? That's crazy. This should be way earlier. Like there. Maybe even further, actually. Like there. Because that's the first thing we determine, right? Like, we've determined that it's the player, and we've determined that the door is not fully open. So that means that we can open the door. The default value of this should be true as well. Then we decide the direction, and then we set the current door rotation. I don't know why anymore, because I didn't comment this stuff very well, which is my bad. So let's make this just comment movement, and then we're just gonna delete like that. Okay. Check if the player is colliding with this box, and that the door is not already fully opened. Okay. Because where are we using this variable? Oh, we're using it in a few places. Right, this is where we're lerping from. Right. But that doesn't entirely work, does it? Because if I sneak open this door to like there, and then I press B to change modes like that, can I then bash through it? Nope. Okay, so that definitely does not work. Um, okay, that's a separate issue. Okay, so let's not do this for right now. Let's just take it out. Less is more. Then I don't know why I'm casting to the master game because I already got a reference to it, so I don't need to do this. I can just grab it from here, like that, which simplifies the code. Then if we're in the sneaking mode, we want to set a reference to the door, which is true. Is that all we're doing though? Yeah, so we set a reference to the door, which is great. But at what point do we even set the mapping context? Let's check what this looks like inside of our input graph. Oh, here we go. All right, we set it based on pressing E when we are, yeah, when we're at the door, basically. Okay, that makes sense. For some reason, I'm setting the FOV here, which is a little bit strange. Okay. Cool. Which then would activate this input for making the door peak and rotating the camera like that, basically, and changing the FOV. And as long as the reference for the door is valid, and I should actually do the same down here. Actually, should I? I probably shouldn't. Can we invalidate this reference? We cannot. Can we clear it? We cannot. Okay. Okay, because that is a little bit of a problem. Because that means you could activate the peeking functionality even when you're not near a door. Which is an issue, of course. Look, I'll show you. Like I'm peeking, I move away, which means I've got normal input context again, but if I now press E, then there you go. I can just control the door from far away. Which is of course a problem. So how do I fix that problem? Well, actually very simple. I just need to get can open door. Check if that's true. And only if that's true can we actually open the door. That would resolve this problem. Walk out, press E. Nope, nothing. Cool. That's that problem solved. Set the can open door variable and the direction from which the player is approaching. Based on the current gameplay state, different functionality gets handled. Set a reference to the door in the player character so that it can be controlled. If we are in attack mode, bash trigger the function bash forward through door. Cool. Okay. So this all works now. This all makes sense, right? This is all now normal. The only thing that's not normal, and I was going to show you guys this anyway, because I really improved this functionality a lot. So originally, we had this function, adjust door rotation, which would check that as long as the door rotation point, rotation on the Z, was within these ratios, which was minus 90 and 0, as long as that's true, we would take the rate of rotation, which was just the input that we were getting, and we would deduct it from the rotation we had. If this was not true, then we would set the rate of rotation to 0, and we would then check to basically see if we were exceeding either the minimum or the maximum, and if we were, we would reset it back to whatever the minimum and maximum were. The only problem is that you would get like this stuttering of the door, like it was constantly being reset position, because that was what we were doing. So to fix that, I have instead opted for using a timeline. That timeline, we basically set the play rate, and because the input, which is in here, this input, which is mouse Y, it ranges from 1, which is up, basically, if we're talking about a camera, to -1, which is down. But when we look at a timeline, a play rate of 1 means at normal speed, move forward, right? Move forward on a timeline. A play rate of -1 would mean move at full speed backwards. So that means the rotation that I'm doing can be really easily controlled from that perspective. The only thing is that I've messed it up. Like significantly, I messed it up by making a change late at night that I shouldn't have done, and that was a few days ago, and so now stuff's broken. So, and basically what I'm doing is based on the approach direction, which is what we said earlier. We either need to go towards the forward end rotation or the backwards end rotation, right? Depending on which direction we come from. The only problem is that I'm using current door rotation, which I shouldn't. And instead I need to use door start rotation, which will always be 0. Every door will always start at 0 because it's relative, not absolute. So I believe with this fixed, I think that when I do this, basically do that and that, which is great. I walk away, I go from the other side, and I do that, and I walk away. I'm kind of putting a weird test here, but whoop. Okay, that's interesting. But it does work, which is great. Now, obviously, we don't rotate the right way yet from this direction. Like, that's something else we need to take a look at in a second. But what just happened? If I open this up from this side, like that, and I walk away, and I then interact with the collision box from this side, we flip it. Oh, I know why. I know why. This variable here has immediate effect on the select. Like that immediately changes whatever is in this lerp, and thus whatever is in his relative rotation. Oh, that's a little hard. That is a little hard to grasp, that concept. How do I solve this? How do I solve this? I definitely wasn't lying when I said we would be working on doors today. We're definitely going to be working on doors today. How do I stop that from immediately taking effect? Well, that's not really it. That's not what I need to take a look at. I need to... Um, well, okay, I have an idea. I think I can use another select with the wildcard being a boolean. What's all that noise? I don't know. You guys probably couldn't hear it, but and then I will basically have a variable type that says, or a variable, a boolean that says door slightly opened, like that. If it's true, if it's false, we want to start from the start rotation. That's our starting point. If it's true, however, we want to start from current rotation. I think. I want to say. But this complicates it quite a bit. Because that means I need to do a check every single time. Right? I need to make a function for this. Check if door is slightly opened. We need an output for this. That's not what it's called. Sorry. We need to just do it here. Door is slightly opened. Actually, I don't need an output for this at all. I can just do this manually. I can just check if the door rotation point, get relative rotation, break this open. I don't want to break it into axes. I just want to break it like this, which is sad. Not what I wanted to do, but thanks. And then I just want to check if this is equal to 0 or not. Well, actually, I don't need to be equal, because that is risky. Actually, is it? No, I guess not. I guess that wouldn't be risky. I guess that's fine. Because if it's like, even if it's open at like 0.01 or something, then that's still slightly opened. So, you know, I think that's fine. Alright, so if it is, then we do not have this door slightly open. If it's not, we do. Alright, and now I just need to call this basically every time I go into this. Basically like that, but then let's put it there. And I can put a description on this one, which is just set the door slightly opened variable, which means I hope. Oh wait, where's the? I thought there was a way to see it on hover, but I guess not. Okay, whatever, it's fine. We know what it does. We know what it does. It's not a very difficult function. Yeah, that's basically every time we enter. And just for good measure, I'm going to already add this here as well. And I'm also going to move this all the way there, basically. Like that. So that it's similar to the one above. Okay. I think this will work. I think. This is like a major assumption, though. Yeah, that still doesn't work. Oh, because I'm stupid. There we go. At least I think. No, that still does it. It does grab the right points, though, to be fair, but it still, like, flips it, which is a little strange. Whoa. Oh, that doesn't. Whoa. Okay. It is somehow more broken than it was before. That is, yep. That is great. That is really lovely. I'm so glad that that is now so broken. Ah, come on, it's just a door. Why are doors so hard? I always see the meme of, like, you know, oh, I'm just gonna make a door, guys. 6 years later, finally has made a door. But it's because I'm trying to get the door to just be controlled by input, basically. That's why. I guess the easier solution, which is a little less creative, I guess, but the easier solution for this feature right now is to just close the door when the player leaves the collision box. Like, basically, when the player's peeking, they can just peek freely. But if they then decide that they want to go through it, they click a button, probably left mouse button, after which the door fully opens, becomes into, like, the fully open state. And then if they don't, and they just walk backwards and walk away, then they basically close the door again, if they haven't already done it themselves. That almost seems like the better idea, right? Because that would eliminate a lot of these use cases, which would be nice to not have to do. Yeah, I know it's in use. Yep, I know it's in use. Cool. For those that don't have it yet, the Blueprint Assist plugin is fucking awesome. It's so nice. Okay. Okay, so let's put that into work, shall we? Yeah. Yeah, I can, by the way, now delete this, but I can delete the whole function, actually. Just a rotation. We don't need this anymore. That's fine. There we go. And I can just now adjust this naming to just, you know, adjust our rotation. There we go. Perfection. Alright, okay. So, when the player comes in from this side and decides they want to open a door, great. If they now were to walk away, we need that door to close. First things first. That's the first thing we need to do. Which I guess it would have been nice to keep that function that we just deleted. Would have been nice to still have that. We could have used it. Okay. Alright. Check if door is slightly open. Was a little too quick with deleting stuff there. Door rotation point. Get relative rotation. Split it. Check if this is equal to 0. Yeah. Door is slightly opened. Yeah, I should not delete this functionality. If this is true, then the door is not slightly opened. If it's not true, the door is slightly opened. There we go. Very good. So we now basically only check this when we leave the overlap zone. Right? Oops, no, not this one. This one. When we leave, we check if it's slightly open or not. And we do the same thing for the other one. There we go, like that. Yeah, which everything else is fine. Now we just need to have a custom event that says custom event close door. From which we call a timeline that says close door, but that's named close door, sorry. Inside of which we have a flow track called door rotation alert alpha, which is only 0.5 seconds long, has 2 keys, one at the start, one at the end. There we go, and these keys are user controlled instead of linear. And then potentially something like this, probably for a closing door. Something like that. Maybe it's actually the other way around, I don't know. We'll see. We play this from start every single time. And we set the relative rotation of this, which we split. And we lerp from one thing to the next, which is from current rotation to door start rotation, like that. That's what we do. And basically, inside of this function, if the door is slightly open, we should instantaneously call close door. Because we are only calling on this function when we are leaving the trigger zone. So now, I can already imagine one problem, but if I do this and I do that, yeah, it's messed up because it doesn't set current rotation. Which is fine. That's easy to fix. We can just do that inside of this one. We can literally just do this, move it to the side, grab this, get relative rotation, split it again, and grab current rotation and set it to this. This should fix it. Why does it say it's open again by the end of it? It's a little strange. Yeah, it says it's open again. Eh? I think I know what it is. Yep. That's just door rotation. We're setting that again. We've got overlapping functionality now. Because on the one hand we have this timeline controlling the door, but on the other hand we have this timeline controlling the door. Which is just here. I thought I was also setting the new time of this timeline somewhere, but I don't see it anymore, so I'm not sure where we would be doing that, to be honest. Yeah, because this gets called, right? Oh, I got called way early. So we're pausing it pretty quickly, which is fine. That's what we're supposed to do. But then, for some reason, we're also resetting it back again, which is a little weird. Does this still get triggered when we've left already? Oh, it's just continuously called. Forever. Okay. That's totally not worrying. Stop door rotation. Let's just have a quick look-see. Oops. Stop door rotation. Will this work? That did work. That did work. Okay, so for some reason we need to stop that timeline. Oh, it does mess up the timeline though. Because look, if it now closes, which is great, if I then try to open it again, it starts from there basically. Okay, I know how to fix it though. Let's rename this to stop door rotation timeline. And then we should probably pull this into a function. We probably should make sure disable door rotation timeline. Yeah. One or more combinations could have been based into this graph. What? Stop door rotation timeline. Oh, there we go. Not only that, but then we need to grab the timeline itself, which is door rotation, and we need to set new time to 0. Now, if we call upon this function inside of here, like that, it should be play from the start, actually, right? Yes, it should be. Okay. I open, I walk away, it closes. I come back, I open, I walk away, it closes. Cool. I come in, I open, I walk away, it closes. Come in, open, I walk away, it closes. Cool. Yeah, and that timing of the closing also works quite well. Because it also keeps kind of like the mystery, right? Where you can't like put every door at a little peak, you know, and then decide your best path, and then, you know, stuff changes, right? The level changes. Zombies go places, right? Or at least that's what they should do. Alright. I'm not a big fan of like having these single these single variables just being set randomly. Well, not randomly, but you know, in ways that are not very helpful. Okay. Alright. Let me double check something real quick. Okay. Alright. Let's have a look-see. Okay. Alright. Yes, so let's comment this stuff. Set the current door rotation so that the timeline can use it. Okay. I don't need to comment for this. I can just do it in here. Stop the door rotation timeline from activating, and reset the new time variable of the door rotation timeline. Cool. Okay. All right, and then we go here. Set the relative rotation of the door to make sure it is closed again. Event called when the player leaves the collision boxes. Let's make that a little more clear because it's a little abstract. Leaves the forward and backward. Forward and backward collision boxes. There we go, because then we can remember where this is being called from for now. Okay, but this works. That's great. That's good stuff. Alright, I need to very quickly take care of some washing. So, to do that, I will be back in a few minutes at most. So, my apologies. Let me be right back real quick. And 3 minutes-ish? Sorry about that.
I'd be a downer if you'd let me. You'd hear from friends I lost my mind. I'd go let everyone forget me. I'd be content and stay inside. I'd close the text that people send me. I'd dim the lights and shut my blinds. But every second that we're spending It makes me think I'll be alright. I feel fine. You help erase that part of me so I can see that life is better on this side. And I realize that I know I wanna stay here where it's clear and not alone here chasing smoke and
Alright, I'm back. Jesus, I've never run that fast before. That's crazy. Ah, and I'm perfectly in time. I am excellently in time. That's not a sentence. I am on time. Holy shit. Oh. Ah. My heart's racing. Jesus. Okay. It's drink time. Thank you very much, Roy. I appreciate. I'm running the up and down the stairs. I'm not made for it. I'm just not made for it. You know, I like going to the gym and stuff. That's fine. But, stairs, man. Stairs. Who invented stairs? Is there actually someone that invented stairs? I don't think there's someone that invented stairs, right? Who invented stairs? Oh, okay, well, okay. I guess it's a half answer. Because obviously stairs existed for a very long time. But there's a man called Oliver Herford who supposedly was the first one to standardize staircase guidelines. However, more modern sources credit a Swiss architect named Werner Bosendorfer for the first attempt to standardize staircase guidelines in 1948. So, there you go. We all learned something today, which is that, you know, staircase guidelines are something. Okay, so the door closes. Good. That's problem 1 fixed. Problem 2. What was problem 2 again? Well, problem 2 doesn't exist anymore. Because if I can't leave the door standing open anymore, it'll automatically close. So it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. So that's fixed. Awesome. The only thing that's not yet fixed is these comments, because it's not fucking commented. Because I'm an idiot, to say the least. Check if the player is colliding and that the door is not fully opened. Now, the only thing is, and that is something we haven't done yet, is when the player wants to open the door fully after peeking, that's when they should be able to, you know, left click and do stuff. So let's make an action for that. We need to make an input for it. I need to save this one. And I probably should make a new folder called debug inputs, which is where this guy can go. Okay, let's make a new input that says IA fully open door. Very cool. No, not size map. Save. Then we want to go into our door opening mapping context, and we want to add a mapping for IA door fully open door. This one, and we want to give this left mouse button. There we go. Now, what we need to do at that point, just rearranging some glasses on my desk. We would want. Let's actually change these two around. Basically, what we want to do is we want to grab that input mapping, fully open door. What was that just now? What's this? Ah, it checks if an action is valid or not. Cool. Once this is started, we want to get a reference to the door, and we basically want to call a Um, not this one. This one. Oh shit. There we go. We basically want to call a custom event. A custom event called fully open door. I actually want to kind of copy some of these steps, to be honest. Come on. Why can I not copy and paste stuff? Control C, Control V. Okay, all right. Guess we can't copy and paste stuff. Awesome. Okay. Guess I'll just do it from start, from scratch. Get relative rotation, then split it, and set the current door rotation over here. This one. Okay. And then we want to disable door rotation timeline. And then we want to pull a different timeline, which is called fully open door. Oh, I can't do that because there's a custom event. Fully open door timeline. There we go. Inside of which is a float track that is fully open door LARP alpha, which will take, I don't know, a second, something like that. And again, there's two key points that are both user generated or user controlled, sorry. Like that. And then you probably again want to make kind of like this, kind of like that, or something, right? Maybe a little less steep, but something like that. And we need to play this from start every time. And then, can I copy and paste? I can. Cool. And then we basically want to bring the current door rotation to depending on which direction we're coming from. Yeah, depending on which direction we're coming from, we want to either bring it towards the forward end or the backward end. Depends which one. Gets called from the player character, when the player presses left mouse button with the open door mapping context activated. There we go. Fully rotate the door to an open mode. And then specifically we want to grab this boolean and say that it's fully opened. There we go. Set variable. So that it can be taken into account the next time the player interacts with the door box collisions. Okay. So we've done all of that, and we basically need to activate that from here. Fully open door. Unstarted. But only do this when this is still valid. Very cool. What else? I just thought of something that we had to do, but I can't quite remember what it was. Let's see how this works. Okay, so I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna start peeking, and then I'm gonna press the left mouse button, which fully opens it. Oh, but I still control it. Oh, right, the mapping context. We need to change the mapping context. And we definitely don't want to do this on tick. We want to do this when it's finished. That's important to remember. There we go. So we want to do that, and then we want to set the mapping context. Which we've already done once before, which is here. Which kind of means I should put this into a function. Right? But I guess it's okay for this small of a blueprint. Yeah. Okay. Set the mapping context to base mapping context. Again. I wonder how crazy it's going to get when you start adding multiple mapping contexts at the same time. So there's like 3 or 4 like active at the same time. That might get pretty hard to debug, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, let's try it again. This should now work. So I do this, I left click, it opens up. I can no longer control it, I have my control back. Very cool. And now if I press E, does it... Oh yeah, okay, so there's still stuff going wrong there. Which, oh yo. Which is interesting. Okay, alright, so we've got opening and closing the doors. That is working. But then if I somehow reactivate it, door fully opened. If this is true, then it becomes false, which means this becomes false, which means this shouldn't have even activated. That's a little funky. Let's see what comes out of this. Let's try it again. This is false. I move out. I move back in. Press E. Oh, it says true. Yeah, but that's because it is true. Ah. Hang on. This is chaotic. Yeah, okay, so we are actually going to move this one to the no, we're gonna move this to over here. Right at the start. Yep. Because else we could technically override it whilst the door is moving, which we don't want to do. So I don't know if this will fix it, but it's worth a shot. I click, I move out, go here. Why can't I then still control the door? I shouldn't be able to control the door at that point. When door fully opened is true, I should no longer be able to open the door. But for some reason I can. Am I using can't open door anywhere? I'm setting it a bunch of times, but I'm not actually using it anywhere. Which is stupid. So what I should do instead is instead of using door fully opened, I should just use can open door. Because then all I'd have to do here is I could just basically take this out and I can just grab can open door, set it to true, add it there. Do the same for the one. Oh, this is the end overlap one. No, this is stupid. This just needs to be just this. Nothing else. Doors, man. Doors. Crazy. They are crazy. Or, well, when you try to make a door that can be opened by user input, that's crazy. That's just stupid. Okay, so we can open a door. Unless I've set this to false, actually, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, this should work. This should work. I fully open it. I go away. It closes again. What? Oh yeah, I know why. I know why. Because on closing it... oh, and also because this is stupid. There we go. And this one just needs to be just player. But this needs to first double check. It first needs to check if can't open door is even true. Because if it's not can't open door is true, then then we can check if we want to close the door or not. But if it's not true, then no. Then the only thing is that this needs to happen before we set it, which is fine. Okay, let's try that again. Come on. So when we leave, it closes. When we come back, I can no longer access it. Oh yeah, of course we can. Default value is true. I leave, door closes, I come back, I press E, I can open the door again, I can open it fully, I leave, okay, I come back, I press E again, and nothing happens. Okay, thank God. Doors. Oh man. You'd almost say that I'm stupid. Alright, let's refactor some of these. Just make it the comment, please. Oops. Let's move this to here. Alright, it is getting a bunch cleaner now, which is nice. We're simplifying the code a bit. Thank God for that. And I guess we don't need to set it to true anymore. Because the default value is true. And we only set it to false when it's fully opened. So, cool stuff, right? The more we can trim away from our code without breaking it, the better our code will become. Or something like that. Set the direction the player is approaching from. Okay. Alright. Let's quickly comment this stuff up. Switch the mapping context back to the master mapping context again. Reset the camera FOV and rotation. Now the only thing we haven't done yet regarding doors is the actual roll rotation, right? From this side, we are rolling the wrong way, right? We need to roll the other way, basically. What? What? How did I just break stuff? How? Why? How did that just break stuff? How did that happen only once? how does a bug only happen once? Well, I only tried like 3 times now, but there you go. You saw that? I think it happens when I move out of the collision box. No. When does it happen? Oh, okay. Well, okay. I don't think this was it, but this can be triggered multiple times, which we shouldn't do. We need to triple check that the timeline, which is the fully open door timeline, isn't already playing. Is playing? Because if that's true, then we don't want to continue this code path. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't... Okay, cool, that's fixed. I hope that fixes the whole thing. But, you know, we'll see. If the timeline is already playing, don't continue this code path. Cool. Set current door rotation. Disable the base door rotation timeline. Cool. And I suppose the same should be said for the closed door timeline as well, right? There we go, let's move all that. Let's grab closed door. Is playing. Because if it is, then don't continue. Cool. It's basically like a do once, but it's not as limiting, which is fine. And it's very specific to timelines, which is nice. I do like this playlist from Twitch. It's nice. Cool. Okay. Character roll rotation. The camera roll rotation, sorry. When the player is peeking through door, they might decide to fully open the door. Okay. Now, for the roll rotation, which is this one, it's basically the same stuff. For FOV anyway. FOV stays the same. It is just for the max peak roll rotation, which needs to change. Which, how did I do that again? Inside of here, oh yeah, I made 2 separate variables for this. Okay, that was it. So we'll just call this forward roll rotation. But I just gotta make this a select. This one. With the index being a enum, specifically enum approach, door approach direction. And then from the reference of the door, I need to get enum, get door approach direction. That. Put the max peak roll rotation, which is what is his value? It's 45. 45 to the right. So that's only when we are coming in from the front. When we are coming in from the back, we want to make a variable called max peak backward roll rotation. And I want to remove that ugly extra capital there at the start. Which should be compiled at -45. Yeah. And this guy, I just want to move downwards. Because he is annoyingly up there. He's really close, and I don't like that. Shit. I don't like that. There we go. Right. There we go. Same goes for you. There we go. Okay. Okay. Let's see if this works. Not sure if it will, but we'll find out. So, from the front, let's first verify old functionality. That works. Great. When I do it from this side... So it does work. It is just inverted. It's just inverted. Oh, it's just inverted. God damn it. Why? Why? Oh god. Okay. Oh, that makes me sad. Okay, how do I fix that? I know how to fix it, I just don't like the approach that I came up with. Can I invert that even? Yeah, I guess I can. Switch on enum. Put it there. Oh, hang on. Let's make sure it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't start over. Cool. If it's the front, it's fine. If it's from the back, we need to take this and we need to multiply it by -1 to invert it. Yes, please. And then we need to go into play. Okay. This is starting to look like spaghetti. Which is great. Okay. In theory, this should work. But in theory, everything works. Well, that's not true, but... Okay. This works fine. Not a problem. Now this... Yes. Oh. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, and the reset works perfectly fine. Mmm. Spicy. Okay. I did not think that was going to take me that much time and that much effort. Oh, man. That's funny. That's great. Okay. Cool beans. Now, the only thing is... we no longer need to do this shit. We can just say... from door start rotation, right? Because there won't be a current rotation because it's always going to be closed. Door start rotation, and instead of doing this weird shit, I can just say, because I believe the bashed edition is 20. Yeah, it is. So I can just do this, make this 110, and then that's just the exact same effect. Just saves an operation. And instead of this -90, make it -110. There we go. It's no longer controllable, but that's okay. Like that, I don't care. That's fine. That doesn't add any value, or not a lot anyway. Cool. Now, let us make sure that these doors now work. So if you press B to switch context, it does not. And that is because when we are going through the motions, this should return true. This is front. We go into attack. And we say bash forward through door. From which we get current door rotation, which we don't use anymore. So we can actually remove this shit as well. This should be played from start every single time. Which will only ever happen once, but you know. Okay. Why doesn't that work? Door slightly ajar. Oh, we don't need this anymore. We instead need to say can open door to no. Why doesn't that work? Let's put this on the other screen so I can check it whilst it's running. Specifically this one, please. So it's the middle door that I've got selected. Let's check it in the right spot. That's from behind, this is from the front. Set it to the attack context. Okay, so it does activate. Does it go through the right motions? It says it is sneaking, when clearly we are not sneaking. Oh, I know why. Stupid me. I need to go into my debug graph. There it is. Beyond doing this, I also need to set the variable. Set gameplay, enum gameplay states into attack and into sneak. There we go. That'll work. B to go into attack mode. There we go. Perfect. And now backwards as well. In different configurations. There we go. Excellent. Bam. Bam. Oh shit, there's a zombie. No. Shoot him. Shoot him. He never dies because we don't have that set up yet. Whoa. Set relative rotation. Where's this happening? No, I didn't want to do that. There we go. And in which one is this happening? Oh, right, this returns invalid at some point. Why is it still being activated? Oh, because we never stop this thing, do we? Let's try it again. Let's try it again. B. Bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Okay. Alright, we get a few of them. Is it all in the same place? Yeah, it does seem to be all in the same place. Yeah, it's all with this one. Okay. Oh, God. But this shouldn't be active anymore when we when we pause this, basically. I could just do this. It's a little dirty, but it works, so, you know. I think this will fix it. So same repro steps. Don't know why I took such long repro steps, but hey, here we are. Okay. Oh no, that still errors. Okay, it's still erroring for some reason. Still on this. Well, I guess the real question becomes, why are we even calling this functionality when we're in attack mode? We don't need this. Because if I go into the door stuff, yeah, I guess it's because we're setting the context. No, we're never setting the context. Or at least we shouldn't be. Right, unless I can... Well, this still is the original context. So it just gets called once for some reason. Can I find differences? So we're asking it from peek past door and not peek past door. But these things only get triggered when we change the indoor mapping context thing. But we never trigger this. Okay. Yeah, we're never even calling this functionality. At least not as far as I can tell anyway. If I go into that specific thing, that specific graph. Oh yeah, we are. Oh, okay. Oh, I see it. I see it. When we reset it, we set the new time of these things. Yeah, we set the new time of these things. But we don't need to reset this when we are in attack mode. That's the issue. So when we reset, we don't need to do this if we are in attack mode. There we go. This only needs to happen on sneaking. When we're attacking, it's fine. Well, for now. Until we add that functionality later on down the line, right? So, cool. Yeah. The only thing now is that I need to take... okay, I can remove this. We don't know where I need that. I just gotta take all these common boxes now. And, you know. I just add them into different places, basically. Well, almost entirely anyway. Ah, that doesn't work. That's a shame. I'm sure you can copy common boxes though. Oops. Yeah. Control C. Yeah, there we go. Okay, the only annoying thing now is that I need to move them separately. But it's better than retyping all of them. Like that. Comment. Cool. Can't believe that actually worked. I just need to adjust some of those comments now, though. Because right now this still says forward when it should be backward. Oops. Backward. Cool. Alright. Cool stuff. This would then fix it. Or at least... Yep. Okay, cool. Awesome. We fixed it. Cool, I think we fixed all door issues now. 1 hour and 40 minutes on. Oh, man. I'm so stupid, I forgot something. Oh, no. Wait, hang on. Hang on. There we go. Much better. Much better. There we go. Can't believe I forgot that. It's not very comfortable, but it's very Christmassy, and that's what counts. Christmas is just 2 weeks away. Oh, this is like cutting off the blood flow to my brain. Hang on. Oh. There we go. That's better. That's better. Oh, he says as he's slowly starting to faint. Oh god, that is really tight. Ugh. There we go. Alright. Yeah. Much better. Much better. Okay. Yes. Christmas hat is on. Cool. Doors are fixed. Zombie AI. Zombie AI. AI zombie. I am zombie. So what I want to do, I can kind of over these for now. So what it already does, right? Which is something that I can actually show you guys quite easily. I just need to add a few extra walls, kind of like this. Kind of like this, and like that, and kind of another one that's kind of like this or something. Nothing too crazy, you know. Now, if I take my player spawn thing and I move it to, to this way around, we see the zombie wandering around back there, right? Like every so often, he decides he's seen enough of that cube, and he will fuck off to somewhere else, right? There you go. He's turned around and he's gone somewhere else. He's gonna do it again in a second. Off he goes, right? You know, and he keeps doing that. He keeps doing that until he smells some fresh meat. Well, he can see some fresh meat. So just give him a second to turn this way. It's completely random too, right? It's not like predetermined locations he's going to. It's completely random within the navigation. There we go. And he comes and he's like, oh, and we're like, no, we gotta run. And then when he loses vision, oh shit. Is he coming? Oh shit, there he is. Fuck. There we go. He's lost vision. He's now somewhere. Oh, there he is. And then he starts wandering around again. He seems to first return to his spawn location. I don't quite know why that is, but, you know. And basically something you could also just now see is that when he sees us, we're allowed to sprint. As soon as he loses sight, we're basically forced to sneak again, which is cool. Hey, buddy. Is he gonna look at us in a second? Is he gonna pass through here? I don't know. Zombie man. Hey. Yeah, I can't trigger him any other way yet. He needs to see me, so give him a second. See us. See us. There we go. Okay, he can't fit through there. He's pretty quick at losing sight. He doesn't stay interested very long, which is a bit of a shame. And we're always faster than the zombie, because you should be, because not being faster than the zombie would be detrimental. There we go. And then he loses sight, and then we can sneak around again, right? That's the input mapping context that are changing. Bing bong. So that's cool, but I want to add a few things. First off, I want them to just idly sit on the floor. And I want to make this a bit quicker. I just want them to keep shuffling, basically. Now, I've learned a few things already from following the tutorial that was in the documentation. Namely, that if I were to add another sequence here, and I would add a decorator. No. If I would add a blackboard key that says what should we call this? This needs to be just like a generic, we've sensed something. We don't know what it is, but we've sensed something. And so we're gonna wake up, we're gonna get up from our spot, and you know, we need to do stuff. It's a boolean called has sensed. Something like that. And then, oops. Let's make sure we open up both the, we can't, okay. Then we want to make a blackboard decorator here that says has sensed is set. And if it's not, it needs to abort both. Right? It aborts itself and it aborts everything below it. Yeah. If this is, however, true, right, so it is set, then we need to get up and we need to slowly start moving towards the point where it has sensed something, basically. But it needs to do that relatively slowly. What does this do? Set values vector. Now we finish it. Oh, okay. All right, but that doesn't do that much. Okay. So we need it to. Okay, we need to add another key, right? Which is sense location. Oh no, whoops. Which is a vector. A vector called sense location, like that. And then we need to go back into the baby tree, and we need to say move to sense location. And then we need to make a task. Because I kind of want, if all of these are false, and it basically reverts back up the tree. But this one can't be aborted, basically. Okay, I'll find a different switch for this in a second. In a second, it's fine. So this is just for when we sense something, we want it to go there. So we need to make a task on the blueprint base called BT task. Investigate sensed location. Something like that. And just for reference, I want to open up the previous one and just see what I've done there. Right. Event, receive, execute AI. Cast to AI, master AI. If it fails, we finish the execute, finish, execute, and we fail it. If it's true, however, what do I want to do here? This is just about sensing. So we kind of want to take the base speed of the AI, which is in here. Yeah, update walk speed, yeah. Okay, so we want to grab from here, update walk speed, and we name this investigate walk speed, like that. We make it editable so we can edit it straight inside of the baby tree, and we make this, what's its current base movement speed? 100. Let's make this even less. Let's make it like 50 for the base speed. And then inside of this one, we can make this like 120 or something. That's a bit much, maybe. Maybe it's like 90. I don't know. We'll see. And then we want to pull that off of here. And we want to say, actually, we should go into the tasks and we can grab investigate sense location. Basically, right after that, we want to, from this, we want to grab get blackboard, and in here we want to set value as vector. And the key name should be sensed location. Sensed location, because that's also the name of the key in the blackboard, I believe. No, sense location. Yeah, you don't want to get any spelling mistakes in this, because then that's going to mess up the references on everything. And make sure you set the name of this variable inside of here as well. Else it's just not going to know what it's looking for. But now the sense location is something else. I guess that comes straight out of here, right? That comes out of the... oh no, that comes out of the AI controller, sorry. That comes out of here. There you go. AI perception. If we successfully sense something... well... oh, here we go. We can get stimulus location. We could get that. The only problem is that we would need a separate, we need a different input instead of sight, because sight will automatically make sure that when it sees us, it wants to, you know, go for us, right? So peripheral vision, let's put it a bit higher at 55. So we would have to... which one will be easiest to set up? Take damage config. How is that triggered? Let's find out. AI perception. UE5. Where's the damage one? Where's the damage? Here it is. If you want your AI to react to damage events such as event any damage, event point damage, or event radial damage, use the AI damage sense config. The implementation property, which defaults to the, can be used to determine how damage events are handled. However, you can create your damage class through C++ code. Okay. But we could just do event any damage, right? I think, anyway. Damage. Hard specific with generic damage. Target gameplay statics. Yeah, event any damage. Any damage. When does it get triggered, though? Only fires on the server, right? When is this instigated, though? Oops. Can this be called from here? Event any damage. No, I don't think so. Hold on. Let's investigate into that one as well. UE5 event any damage. What triggers this? I hate these documentation pages sometimes. They're so unclear. Okay. Damage set. Oh right, it's through that. Okay. So this is basically. Yeah, I think instead of blueprints. Sorry, blueprint class damage object damage type. What does this do? Damage type test. What is configured in here? Okay, so you could literally call this, and I think you could only call this, if we check on our shooting functionality, which is somewhere here. Yep. Then you could take damage. No. Okay, anyway, sorry. This does not matter at all. Sorry. I need to stop getting distracted. Let's delete that. Okay. So, what I need to do instead is, yeah, because that was what we were looking at. How this gets taken, basically. So what I can do, I think, if we take the point damage one, point damage, apply point damage. Yeah. Right, this is yeah, it's perception, yeah. Yeah, I don't need these anymore. Apply point damage. Apply damage. So if I do this, and I just say, event instigator, I would cast to PCH master character, get player character, make this a pure cast. This would be the damage causer. Hang on. I need to have some level of visibility here. For duration. Draw time. I'll make it 2 seconds. That's enough. Why doesn't that work? Probably because I haven't actually said the has sensed location, has sensed variable. That's probably why. But what I should really check if this gets even triggered by the way that I'm implementing it now. It is, in fact, not. Okay. What about the hearing one? Can be used to detect sounds generated by a report noise event. For example, a projectile hits something and generates a sound that can be registered with the hearing sense. Report noise event. This might work. Get world location. Loudness. Let's make loudness 10, so that we always know that it self. Because then, if I set up inside of here, if I take the damaged one out for now, and then instead I make it the hearing one. Hearing range 3000. Starts enabled, yeah. Let's check if this even works. Because how do I even see how loud something is? I have no idea. Yeah, no, that was helloed because of sight, not because of sound. Yeah, hearing sense. sense. What's my hearing range? Oops, it's out of here. Let's make this 10,000. I know it's a bit much, but what else? What else is in here? This used to play a different radius and a debugger for hearing range. By affiliation, debug color, in which the general distance becomes forgotten. 0 means never forgotten. Starts enabled. Terms whether this given sense starts in an enabled state or must be manually enabled disabled. Okay. Hang on. What school is here? UE5 AI hearing sense. It's not registering. Report noise event. Let's see. Okay. You have to tie events to generate noise. For my test, I wanted the sound events to register on player jumping, so when the player's character would be added the following. Event unlanded, report noise event. Okay. So different people are mentioning different things. Let's put the loudness at like even higher. No, that's definitely not. This forum post was answered 7 years ago. Jesus. But here's the thing, I do report, like, I get the road location. Let's take it to the next level. Let's put the hearing range. Actually, no, let's not do that. That's stupid. No, the zombie does not give a triple shit about the noises that I'm making. Oh, he tried. There he is. Hello. Oh, wait, what? He noticed me. He noticed me whilst he wasn't looking at me. It works. What? It works. Why does it work? But it only works from like super up close. Well, I say that. From how far will he hear me? Oh, he heard me from that far away. He doesn't hear me from that far away. That's too far away. That's supposedly more than 10,000 units. Oh, no, it's not. No. It's definitely registering. Look at that. Look at that in the top left. But I guess in some cases, he's able to figure it out. Yeah, in some cases he's able to figure it out. Oh, maybe because I was outside the bounds of the thing. Yeah. I'm hitting him from here, but I'm outside of the nav mesh. That's why. Let's quickly, very, very quickly, just add an extra wall here, and just take the Z, make this like 50. Just like put this down here, kind of like that, a little bit like that, and then on the X, let's make it like 5,000. Is that enough? Oh, that's almost enough. Jesus. Look at me go. Look at me go. Okay. And then we grab an extra one. And we put the Y on like 3,000 or something. And this one on like 50. There you go. And then again, but then only like half of it, but like 1,200, which is not half. Oh Jesus, which I know is not half, but it doesn't need to be half. Then I can kind of like understand the boundaries of the nav mesh and, you know, not mess it up too much. Okay, so this is too far away, except when I hit it. When I hit it, it's fine. Huh? That makes no sense. This should already trigger. But it only triggers when I actually hit it. Oh, I know why. I know why, because I'm an idiot. That's why. I need to... Well, for one, I need to take this out, because that's no longer necessary. And for two, I need to actually put this here at a different place. Basically, in here. That's also why I wasn't working earlier. There you go. He heard me. He hears me. And the even funnier thing is, even when he has no idea where I am, if I now were to shoot, here he comes. That's funny. That's very funny. Hey, Jugger, how are you doing, buddy? We're being chased now. Yeah, we're being chased now, based on sight and sound, which is cool. That's super awesome. Which is cool. Which is super, super cool. And we've... Oh, I should show you the doors. We've done door stuff. We've done very cool door stuff. It took us an hour and 40 minutes to fully fix it. But now we can basically open a... Hang on. Hang on. We can... Oh. Wait. Yes. Don't worry, it works, I promise. I just need to... let me just make sure that all this... Yeah. Let's put this to like, I don't know, like 3,000 or something. That should be plenty. Can you still hear me? Oh, he can. Probably because I put the loudness to like an insane amount. Loudness to 1. Max range 3,000 as well. Actually, max range should be 0. Yeah, he doesn't hear me anymore. Cool. A zombie man. There we go. Now he heard me. He just can't find me. That's very cool. I remember level in Half-Life called Unexpected Consequences. It seems like it. Yes, 100%. I'm no longer being set back to... There we go. Perfect. Okay, we're sneaking again. Great stuff. Alright, so if I now were to come close, I can open it up, but I can also bend towards the left. If I now walk away, the door automatically closes, which is great. I can do the same thing from the other side. I can open it this way. Same controls, nothing changed. I can bend to the right. Very cool, very cool. And if I walk away, it closes. Now, if I come from this side... Actually, let's do it on a different door. If I come on this door, and I'm like, what's out there? It's a zombie. Oh, no. Well, that's okay. It's only, like, one zombie as far as I can tell. There's a second one in the back there. It's okay. It's only one. I want to go through here. I can left-click... I can left click and it opens the door entirely, which is dope. And if I go back into attack mode, which allows me to sprint, when you're sprinting away from a zombie apocalypse, state change to chase, mid opening door, probably. But when I am in attack mode and I want to sprint away from a horde of zombies, I don't want to peek through doors. No, I want to bash through doors. That's what I want to do, right? And I can do that from both sides, so it doesn't matter which side I come from. I can just bash through doors instead, and they kind of like stay open like that, which is cool. So yeah, exactly. So, you know, add a little bit of sound, a little bit of screen shake when you're bashing through a door, and you've got yourself some really nice doors, which is cool stuff, right? So, yeah, I thought it was really cool. Right, let's put this guy back into here. All right. Now, I think a hearing distance from 3,000 is a lot, but... so, let's, we can remove this hello. I'm wondering if we can detect which stimulus we're using. Like, which stimulus got sensed. Is that possible? Get sense class. Aha, yes we can. Cool. Can I switch? I cannot. Okay. But I can say that, for example, if this equals AI sense hearing, for example. Actually, no, wait, hang on. I think I can just select this. I think I can just go select. Actually, no, I don't want to do a select. I want to do. Yeah, we might just have to do the checking if it's equal to something or not. AI sense hearing. So I first want to do this check, and then after that, if it's true, I want to check whether or not it is the hearing one. Because if it's not, we can do this stuff. If it is, we need to do other stuff. Yeah, cool. Yes. Because if I yeah, okay. I guess I should still do that. There we go. Yeah. So then if it's the hearing one, I want to I want to set a value as a bool, and I want to set value as vector. We need to move this up. And then I want the stimulus location needs to be promoted to a variable. Yeah, called stimulus location. I think that's fine. There we go. This needs to be functioned up and, you know, subdivided into something that can actually be understood, but for now it's okay. Stimulus location. And we probably want to set this key name to, what is it called again? Has sensed. This one needs to be has sensed. Has sensed. And then this one needs to be sense location. Sense location, like that. Okay. But this basically triggering we gotta do the same check basically. We probably just want to set this stimulus promote a variable. Yeah, just call it stimulus is fine. And then if it's not true, go for that path. If it is true, take this stuff, add it here, and then set this to false. So set this to not to 0, because that would be bad. We actually don't need to reset this, to be honest, because when this returns false, the behavior tree aborts, so it should be okay. And then we just gotta push it through here and kind of say that it's okay. It has lost sense. It has lost interest, basically. Now the question is, yes. So just to check if this works appropriately, instead of getting the location of where I'm shooting, of like where the gun is firing, I should probably get the location of where I'm hitting, right? That's probably the better location. So I would go into this one, and either way, the impact point is the location where we want to go. And that's somehow okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Yeah, there was no impact location. So go investigate. Go investigate. Go investigate. Why are you not investigating? Sir? Yeah. Probably. Wait, what? Inexplicable sense of dread has overridden ephemeral feelings of immortality equals inevitable. Yeah, good afternoon to you as well. Okay. I hope you're okay. I hope you're okay. That's very nice of you to put in there. How are you today, Meowletary? There you go. I pronounced that okay-ish. How are you doing today? What was it doing? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know. I remember now. Has sensed. So has sensed is just woke up. All right. That's good. That's good. Have you got anything planned for today? Anything fun? So has sensed is now automatically true, but I need it to be the inverse of that. So I can do that by there was a way to inverse this. No, there used to be in a way to inverse this. Because it makes sense that it has sense is done that way. Oh, I know already. I know. Been sick, so hopefully I have enough to get back into Blender practice. Cool. What are you learning anything specific in Blender at the moment? And also, I hope you feel better soon. But are you learning anything specific in Blender at the moment, or like the more like the basics and materials and stuff like that? Oh yeah. I keep remembering what I'm doing. Which is So I'm just wondering because has sense is automatically true at the moment. I know like half the bits, so I picked new ones as ever into issues. Nice. What are you modeling at the moment? Do you have any particular preference to what you like to do, or do you just grab a reference image of somewhere and just try to model whatever's in there? What is your preference? So has line of sight is automatically true as well, yet we don't automatically trigger that logic because because of a reason. I was doing a Spider-Man prototype for a while, so I'm trying to figure out how to make good-looking buildings to swing from. Nice. But you were doing a Spider-Man prototype inside of Unreal or inside of Blender? Like, are you like more on the animation side or on the functional gaming side? Because that's really cool. That's really awesome. So why is this? AI is investigating a sense location. Must be in here. It must be somewhere. Because okay. Let's. I'll show this to you guys as well, so you guys can see what I'm doing. Oh, I just went to the wrong desktop. What I meant to do was can I? There we go. Which was Windows. No, not Windows D. How do I do this again? Why do I keep forgetting this stuff? Okay, well, you know what I'll do? I'll just put it in this one. There we go. Alright. I got a project going in Unity, been testing multiple things. They're in a short time frame, letting Unreal rest in the meantime. Sounds like a good choice. And I'm glad to hear you doing rapid iterations. That's really nice. I see that going wrong so often that people they try to perfect everything, right? Which usually costs a lot of time and is 9 out of 10 times not worth it. Alright, so let's take a look at what this guy is doing. Okay, so we basically set it to true because he sensed something. Because look, right now, he's just patrolling. Because both has line of sight and has sensed is false. Yet when I select the frame, and I inevitably fire, because that's how this functionality works, it switches to it has sensed. However, it has nothing sensed against. So it doesn't know where to go, basically. And it never gets invalidated either, for some reason. Because if I do this, there is a location, but it's not going through those motions because of a reason. It should be running through that. So if I just go here for a second. Okay. That's crazy. I know why it's happening. I get it. I know, yeah, I know why it's happening. It's just a bit shit. I wish I had an ultra-wide screen right now. Like, this is the only situation in which an ultra-wide screen would be good for anyone. But Meow, have you been using Unity or Unreal for a long time already, or are you starting out, or somewhere in the middle? Both of these are true. Or if one of these is false, or both of them are false, then we set this. I guess I could add another. This is really dirty, but it could work. Doesn't equal 0. Oh, hang on. No, sorry. No, if it equals 0. Not equal. No, that's an add. No. Shit. I don't want to add anything. I want to check if it's... Oops. If it's equal to 0. No, not equal is right. I knew it. I need to doubt myself less. That's what I need to do. Oops. There we go. Okay. And if it's not equal to 0, then it's fine to continue. This is strange. So we've successfully sent something, and the actor that has caused the sense has the tag player. If both of those are true, we continue into here. But we should really only set this if we have in fact determined that we are hearing something rather than not. I tried making the multiplayer game in Unreal, but the groundwork necessary to have people test things for me was chunky, so I'm not sure where to pick back up on network stuff. Yeah, networking is, like, on its own, a super complicated topic, right? Let alone adding in the complexity of how Unreal handles it. Oh, nice. Okay, that's really impressive, because I have definitely not done that. I find networking a really hard concept to grasp. So yeah, and Unreal has an interesting subsystem that it uses for it, so it's better than it was, but it's still not amazing. So yeah, it's a hard thing to really get back into, I suppose, and I only commend you for, or I definitely commend you for already getting it working. That is already incredible on its own, because I would not be able to do that. A brother is, get out of here, Jagu, get out of here with your Unity stuff. Um, Goddamn Unity users. So disappointing. No, that's not true. It's not true. People need to use what they like using. And then I'm sure great games come out on both engines. Or all engines, really. You know, Godot and Game Maker and RPG Maker and... is there other really prominent ones? I don't think so. Well, there's CryEngine, but that just makes you want to cry, and it's hardly an engine nowadays, so... you know, there's that. And then there's Lumberyard. If you really wanna, if you really wanna hurt yourself, Lumberyard's the way to go. God. I am a tired man. How do I resolve this? How do I resolve this? Move to sense. Okay, so yeah. What do we do here? Oh. Do you want to know why it wasn't working? There you go. That's why. And I don't need to set the value here because I already set the value somewhere else. So this is not necessary. I never finished the execute, and that's why I would never finish the execute. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that that would have been the culprit? I have a Unity Perfect multiplayer first-person shooter using photon fusion. That sounds like fun. I don't know anything about that. He's investigating! Okay, and then he freaks out because he has no fucking idea what to do. But go investigate over there. We've got zombie investigator. We've basically no. We've shit. We've basically made. Yo, why did the sprinting animation just trigger? What? Oh, I think it's supposed to. I don't know. We've basically just made Alan Wake 2. Go investigate. He's going for it. Oh no, he's not going for it. He's going for something else. Go investigate. Okay, he's no longer investigating. Ah, shit. Okay, something goes wrong there. Okay. But he kind of investigated. I've hit a bit of a roadblock with first-person camera, as both host and client see through the host's camera. Both control their own character, but the view is wrong. Right. Okay. That, sounds like a problem indeed. I'd agree there. That is indeed a problem. And I'm gonna let you fix that, because I don't know anything about Unity, let alone networking, so... and I'm like trying to... Yeah, because I don't understand how networking on its own works, let alone in Unity. It's hard for me to kind of like ask the right questions. Because I don't know how your player character, so to say, is initialized on the server side or on the client side, or if it even works that way. You know, so that's always hard to kind of like ask those questions. So basically what I'm saying is I need to become a Unity expert, which I don't want to do. So go investigate. So basically when he reaches that location, he needs to just like look around for a bit, and then he should just leave again. Then it'd be like, okay, goodbye. What if I hit itself? Hang on. Can I shoot? Oh, hang on. I don't want it to see me. Go investigate over there. No! Don't see me. I'm just holding a gun. Stop it. Investigating is what I shall do. Great. No. Where is he? He's not looking this way. Okay, well, now it doesn't work anymore, but that's besides the point. Oh, no, it does. Somehow. No! Don't look at me. No. I'm not here. Go away. Go over there. The only problem, right? The only problem is that it loses interest way too fast. It seems a little rebellious. Yeah, just a little bit. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. No, you don't see me. You have no idea where I am. That's right. Alright, go over there. The only problem, well, there's a plethora of problems, but so one of the problems right now is that if I were to shoot, he doesn't care. He does not care. He's just patrolling. He's like, hell yeah. I just want to patrol places. Because yeah, because of something. And additionally, what happens when he's chasing me, right? Look, right now he's just moving to places, right? But once he sees me... Oh, that doesn't even work anymore. Huh. Who would have thought? Because he's also seeing me at the moment. Also, I can sprint backwards for some reason, which looks ridiculous. Investigate your foot. Okay. This is a little more tricky than I expected it to be. So what is an enum? What would an enum do? State. AI state. What would it do? Like how does it get, like how does it affect the, for example, if I go here, right, and I add a decorator blackboard, and I take the enum one. Oh my god. That'd be cool. This is a cool thing to have. This would simplify a lot. I think. Would it? I don't know. Let's find out. Hang on. Let's find out, shall we? Let's just do on begin play or whatever. Let's get yeah. Let's get the blackboard. And let's set value as enum. Okay, but how is then, like, what is this based on? What kind of enum is it based on? Enum type. There you go. That's how it's based on. Okay, let's try that. Let's give that a shot, shall we? So we could say something like where is it? Blueprints, enums, enum, AI state. I think that's going to be an easier way to set this up, because enums are lifesavers. We could have like patrolling. We could have investigating. We could have attacking, and when an extra one I want to get in there is sleeping, right? Because I think if I then go inside of here and I take AI state, I could then go in here and I could promote the key name variable to be enum AI state. Put that in here. And then the value would be, let's take a look. What would it be? Where's the enum? It'll be, I want to do invest because that'd be 1. Is it an array? Is it like an index, or is it a, let's try 2. I'm not sure if enums start counting from 0 or from 1. I have no idea. So this is just on begin play. This will just set itself. And then inside of the behavior tree, instead of this one, I could take enum AI state, and the key value would be investigating. Let's, ow, come on. How do I, does anyone know what the shortcut is for moving windows across? No, it wasn't like that. Oh, there we go. It's just Windows key. I'm stupid. Cool. Let's find out what this does. Maybe because it's like overridden? No. Well, right now it says enum AI state is attacking. No, stop chasing me. Okay, so something's not going right in setting that, basically. Enum AI state is what it's called. It's what it's called. Oh, that is fine. Oh, it says unknown. Ah, interesting. Interesting. Is that because I set the name? Could be. Could be, could be. Oh, shit. Oh, hang on. It says unknown. Why? Still says unknown. Can I just start somewhere where I'm not facing him directly? Okay. What else can I do? Set value. No, I can only just do set it as a enum. What if it's at 1? Does it get triggered? It should do. Yep, it does get triggered. Okay. What is the deal here? What is going on? We might have to Google it. Set value as enum 5. How helpful. What is this? Enum to string. How long to stop hardcoding love type safety? For enum string VPs. I'm not sure. Oh, it's drink time. Alright, I still have drink. Thank God. Thanks for that. I need to stay hydrated. Because when I get focused, I stop drinking. Um, grab myself a glass. Hell yeah. How do I know which? How do I know? Well, no. The first question is, why is it not setting anything? Why does it not even recognize anything? That's my... Oh, because it's not saved. AI state. Can we save this? Does this stay here now? It works! He's investigating! Well, or so it says. Oh, he's going to 000 at the moment. Okay. What's going on? Oh, no. Look at him go. Look at our zombie investigator go. Now the question is, what happens when it's... Yeah, okay, so when it reaches the location, it's just like, I don't know what to do. Which is fair. At that point, it should try to... Oh. Oh, shit. At that point, it should reset, basically. Because if I just... Yeah, it keeps doing that until it reaches the location. Which is totally fine. Yeah, and then it's like, okay, I don't know where the fuck to go. Okay. Cool, we can definitely use the enums. That is definitely a good idea. Right, we can totally do that. Hey, Lucid Hi, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Thanks so much. I hope you're having a great day. So we can definitely use the enums, right? To set the state. Which is frankly a lot easier than using all these booleans. That is just true, right? But that would require a few updates, and I'm a little bit tired, so it's a little risky to do that. Because then I'm gonna get things wrong easier, I think. Okay. But I do think what I want to do is already change these to the enum AI state and make sure that it is attacking. And this one just needs a decorator in general, which is enum AI state, and which would be patrolling. And then ultimately, I would grab another selector, which would get the decorator of sleeping. Send AI back to sleep, which would actually mean that this would be below another decorator, actually. Not below another decorator, below a sequencer. Or something. I don't know yet. Something we'll have to figure out at some point. I hate that this can't just be... Yeah, it's not very good at showcasing stuff, but oh well, it's fine. Alright, okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to press this button. There we go, which does that. Like a goblin. Alright. I want to thank everyone who joined the stream today and watched me flail around with AI and with doors. Thanks so much. Beyond that, if you guys want to follow along and see how I progressed, then make sure to hit that follow button. If you want to talk more about game development or specifically game design, which is really what I'm trained in, then feel free. This is completely optional, 100% optional. Feel free to join the Discord. There's some other people in there already, and yeah, you can basically just tag me at any time and just ask whatever the question you have. Beyond that, yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to see you all soon. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye now.